Here I have 125x to the third power minus 8. You should recognize this is a power 3. It's not the power of 2. Because if it was a power of 2, then I would find the a, b, and c and do x box. Because this is a power of 3, this is here called a difference of cubes. To verify that it's a cube, I'm going to take something called the cube root. The cube root, if you see the steps on the board there, it's basically finding 3 identical numbers that multiply to be 8. What is that number, class? 2. If you weren't here this week, you can watch some videos online. I show you guys how to actually use your calculator to find that. So that means 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Class, what are the prime factor, what is the cube root of 125? That would be 5. It's not 5 times 3. It's 5 times 5, which is how much? 25. And if you have 5 quarters, you have 125. X to the third is just x. Okay? So we did step number 1, find the cube root, find your a and your b value. Next thing is your formula. So if you haven't been here, we've been using this formula. The letters are exactly the same. The only thing that's different is what? The signs. How do I know which sign? SOAP. What does SOAP stand for? Same. So what do I put here? Minus. How about here? So that's opposite, plus. And this one? Always positive. S-O-A-P. Let's do our substitutions. So here I have 5x. Now be careful with this one here. Remember, the parentheses in the bracket are exactly the same. There's no different meaning for them. The only thing it does is it tells us our organization. And our b value is 2. So I have 2. This one's in parentheses 2. And the only reason I put a bracket is because it's right next to a parentheses. And so I don't want to be confused. Cube root, find a and b. Formula, using SOAP. Substitution. Now let's simplify. I can't simplify this one anymore. So I'm just going to write 5x minus 2. Okay, here's the most common mistake if you recognize this is called the sum and difference of cubes. The mistake is students just write 5x squared. This here means 5x times 5x. That's 25x squared. Okay, so remember, when it has the power of 2, you have 2 of them. So this would be 25x squared. Class, what's 5x times 2? 10x. And 2 squared is 4. This is our answer for the difference of cubes.